What's up, guys?
Hey
I'm
guys,
Andrea.
I'm Austin. We're back today to talk about some sunglasses.
Woo! So today we just wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to, sell something that we have an abundance of in all of our shops. It's something that people wear almost year round. I know I do. What about you?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, shades are really like a part of someone's identity, and let's show you a couple tips. One thing that I always teach people is just memorizing everything, like their names, prices, like different colors that they come in. So you can show someone the red sands, but we carry them in another color. So you kind of want to be able to play off things like that all the time.
It's crucial to know your wall like the back of your hand. There is like an abundance of shades up here. We have so many, and it can be overwhelming to a customer. So it's really crucial that you know your different styles, your product names, and your prices, because that's really what they're coming in for, right?
And a big thing to know too is things that can be worn on girls and dudes as well. Guys come in all the time and they want to try on a round or something, but they don't want to put on a pair of sunglasses that's made for girls, right? So you really want to have that confidence behind you to show them that they can pull off whatever they want. So yeah, another really cool thing to do is just what lens they like. I love talking about lens tints. I love showing people what different lenses can do for them in their day-to-day life. I think Austin's favorite lens is this one here, the Polarize Brown from Ray-Ban. It's absolutely flawless to look through.
Yeah, so the reason I love it actually is because it really pulls colors. So we talk about colors a lot with Prism and Happy Lens and such. But Ray-Ban, so in their, it's called B15 actually, it's their brown lens. I have this exact frame and I have the polarized option as well, but the browns I find are really nice to pull colors. It's really good for dusk too, when the sun's going down. I can still wear this frame and this lens, and you can still see clearly. It's still pulling colors awesome compared to, I have a black Erica, and it can be a little bit dark at times. So
and they look awesome on the patio in the summer.
This is a prime example too of a frame that looks good on a girl, as well very mediocre on a guy.
I don't know, mediocre is...
Come on.
Look at that.
Pump the tires.
Beautiful face right there.
This is what I rock.
Awesome.
This is my day-to-day right here.
So enough about those beautiful specimens.
Yeah.
Austin explains Prism from Oakley the best, I think.
Yeah, so I know you guys have all seen the video. Oakley goes really in depth about their Prism. That's something that's really beneficial for you to know, but it's also really good to know how to kind of dumb it down for the customers. Just because if you're going in depth about all the technologies and how their lenses are infused with these colors to pull your color contrast out, you may lose them along the way. So quite simply to a customer, how I do it is, tell them our eyes are sensitive to oranges and blues. So in this lens, that color spectrum is raised, creating better color contrast, better depth perception.
Exactly.
That's all you need to say. It really wows them out of the water too. So you can put these on. We have a lot of red bags in our store. Get them to look at that, and the red will immediately pop out of this lens, and it always gets the wow factor.
So yeah, simply put, just know your lenses that we have available. There's lots of people who have super sensitive eyes to the sun. You really want to be able to accommodate that for them. Another huge thing when you're showing shades is to use a display board. It makes the customer feel really prestigious. It definitely is better for the shades too, because we're not putting them right on the counter.
And good for the counter as well.
Well, yeah, it's good for the counter too. But yeah, it just really shows that we care about our product. We don't want to just be tossing shades at people and just go, yeah, here, try these on, throw them over there, whatever. Even if they are super, heavy duty shades.
Exactly, and me and Kevin talked about this in our watch PK. But we sell these premium products. We want to give a premium presentation.
Yeah.
As well, these products are not cheap. So to keep it on a pristine board, it adds a lot of value to the customer, and it brings a good value to our store in general. Of course, like this glass, we don't have them all scratched up, so keep them on that pad, and it looks really good.
Especially when you're using the pad too, make sure you're showing 3. 3 is just a really obviously nice number for someone to go, I've got this option in this 3 different frames, and it's a good thing to play off the pros and cons of what they're looking for too, and to give you a better idea to what to show them next. The showing 3 rule is just critical in sunglass demos.
Andrea and I talked today actually about a way to close using 3 too. So when you have 3 options out, you can simply ask, okay, what's your least favorite out of those 3? And then they give you, they pick one. So that's it. You're left with 2. Which ones do you like more?
You're just gonna
and then
whittle it
away
down
you
more.
go. So it's kind of nice to have that, and then if they get rid of that one, you're left with two. Maybe they want to have an additional one in. It's a great way to ease what they like, what they don't like, find out a little bit more.
It's a good way to keep that in depth. Another huge thing for sunglasses is not everyone has the same nose. Sunglasses have nose pads and they don't. A huge thing is to make sure that when they put on a pair of shades, if you notice that they don't fit properly right away, make sure you tell them that you can adjust the nose pads. That's huge. It definitely boosts confidence a lot. You want to make sure that they're looking in the mirror at the best image of themselves wearing these shades. So if you notice they don't fit properly with that 3-point fit, you want to take them off them, adjust those nose pads and give them back and be like, hey, give these a shot now. They're going to look a lot better.
And you don't want to be scared of adjusting them. So whether it's the nose pads or behind on the ears, this acetate on the end is actually very easy to maneuver and manipulate to fit your guest.
Literally made for it.
Exactly. So you put these on, and this is a glass lens. A lot of people can notice that it starts falling down. If you get a little sweaty, it'll end up here. Some girls like that, but most people do not. So don't be afraid to take this arm and bend it around.
Yeah.
You can see, and then when they put it on, it bends around their ears a little bit more.
Takes the stress off their face.
So then when you're looking down, they're not going anywhere. Don't be scared about it because it's literally meant to do it.
Yes, yes. Another cool thing to show is obviously frames like the Red Sounds from Maui Gym. These guys are, you can bend these guys. They definitely have got some pull. And they also have those really nice nose pads too. So if you know a guy, he's coming in, he's like, oh, I break everything, know those pairs that you can show that literally are made for, the guys in life that are rough on their stuff. And then, another really big thing is to make sure your customer knows the difference between polarized and not polarized and, what they would need. So if they truly come in, they've got no clue, and you're like, do you want polarized? And they don't know. Make sure you show them what it does. Grab a non-polar and a polarized pair down, bring out your demo, and, make sure you explain to them what polarized does.
It's crucial to ask because you'll see a lot of time, it's so normal to us to know what polarized is. A lot of people still don't actually know what it is.
Yeah.
So when you say, okay, this pair is polarized, this one is not, when you're weighing your options, and you get that nod like,
they
okay,
have no clue.
You got to ask. Do you know what polarized is? And they'll be like, they may be a little embarrassed.
And
no, I don't.
Most people think that polarized is the price difference. They just see numbers. So you really got to be there for them and just help them on their way to figure out what they want.
And this is crucial. It really works wonders. It is obviously a little over-exaggerated, but to show them exactly how it works.
Yeah.
This always gets a wow factor if they've never seen what polarized is, and they find a lot of value in it. I'm sure.
And if you don't have a polarized tester, another really good way to just explain it is it takes glare off water in the sun, just those little things that you might notice as a sunglass expert.
Yeah.
You really want to share that with them.
Totally. So another thing too is you kind of want to, I personally have an inventory in my head of what's on our wall. And then you want to start with your probing questions to see what section you're going to go for. So out here we kind of have a few different options, but you can see a lot of guys right now are going for that classic square. There's the fitted, and then we have our metal options like a round and an aviator. So once you find out what kind of person they are, what kind of lifestyle they're living, you can kind of weigh your options and use your FABs to follow up with your probing questions. So if we met a guy a little bit harder on his things, he wants something a bit more sporty, a turbine's a great option for that. You can show him how durable they are, bend it like we talked about before, or a lot of Oakleys too, they have the breakaway hinges.
Literally a magic trick when you show people that.
It wows everybody. It blows everyone out of the water. It's really, and be comfortable doing it. Don't be scared of it because it is very easy to use, and then it goes right back on.
Probably my favorite thing to show people.
Totally.
Another couple little housekeeping things to keep in the back of your mind is we have X amount of pairs on our wall. It's a lot of work to keep it clean, but when people notice that we have dusty shelves, huge no-no. They get on the sunglasses. You want to show these people a prime, fresh pair of shades. So every day, if you walk by and you notice there's a big greasy fingerprint on a lens, just wipe her off with a microfiber cloth. It takes 2 seconds, and honestly, it makes the sunglasses look so much better.
It's embarrassing if you get a pair of shades, it's dusty, there's fingerprints, they're kind of dirty.
Yeah.
It's not good. These shelves collect dust very easily.
Totally.
So like once a week for sure, you got to be dusting down these shelves, and of course the sunglasses.
And make sure you're not handling the sunglasses by the lenses or anything, and make sure you're giving them to them in like a super presentable way. Straight up, you don't want to be giving them like the sideways stuff or anything. And when you're showing them 3 or more, make sure you're organizing them from left to right, polarized to non, so that they understand that, okay, yeah, these couple are polarized and maybe this pair like over here isn't, right? So just make sure it's all in unison.
Totally. Another thing too when selling your sunglasses, of course, when you're selling it, you want to untag it all. Make sure you're taking off the side arm sticker, you're taking off all the stickers on the lens. And then polishing. Really polish. Give them a bath. We all should have some spray them down, polish it up. They all come with cloths on the inside of the boxes. Just because it's the worst if they're getting into the car, they're pulling the sticker off, it's leaving some residue.
Yeah.
That's not the service Foursight wants to give.
They want to roll out of here looking boss.
Oh, of course.
Another huge thing too is having this many pairs. We obviously got lots in the back too, right? So keeping that inventory on the wall is also in the back. You want to make sure that you're giving your customer the best. So, when you're selling them, they've picked these MKs right here. You're like, you know what, let me go check in stock, see if we've got another pair. And if you do, then yeah, go in the back, grab them a fresh pair. It makes them feel that much more premium.
Makes them feel
and it makes them trust you a little bit more for next time they come in. You really want to build that clientele with that one shot that you have.
And you can present it as you going above and beyond. Like, all right, I'm going to keep these demo ones out here. I'm actually going to snag you a new pair in the back. And then, pull them out of the box, like untouched, still got the wrapping on it. It really makes them feel good. Another thing too, though, if we don't have a new pair in the back, make sure you're treating the demo piece as, valuable as a pair in the back.
Oh, and you need to be able to talk your way out of it being the only pair.
Exactly. Like you got the lucky last pair. Let's polish them up. We'll make it look good. You can check them over, and then we'll get the box. And of course, on that box note, make sure you're getting the right box.
Yeah.
We have an abundance of glasses. All these boxes should be organized under your glasses.
And a huge thing too is like Oakley, from Ray-Ban to all these other brands, they have different size cases for all their different shades. Turbines are never fitting in the same case as like Michael Kors or Ray-Bans, right? Because they've got that really wide closing. Exactly. So you really want to make sure you're getting them exactly what they're supposed to get.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people will know, like, if they're buying a turbine and it says Hallbrook on the box, Hallbrook like purple and stuff, they're gonna know, or the price is different, stuff like that. And then it makes the next person, if Andrew's going to sell that pair, well, now the box is missing and you're scrambling. It's very unprofessional. And
also too, just one more note on the box thing, when Austin has to come in and do counts, like, it's awkward when like, there's a bunch of boxes that aren't for the right place. Like, you just, honestly, it's just better all around for everyone in the fam to just help each other out.
Another thing too about, these sunglass sales, I'm going to change it up a bit. A lot of times people will come in here and be like, oh, like I want to buy sunglasses for a gift, but sunglasses are so personal. I can't really do that. Maybe I'll just get a gift card. Totally not the case. That's why we're here, and you got to portray that. That's why we study this wall the way we do.
You guys are the experts, and you have the training, and you know what? You know what looks good.
Yeah.
So if you're selling something for a gift, and the guy's buying it for his wife, the top 3 pairs that we sell for females, right? So pull those down, explain what they are. Maybe it'll spike an interest. Ask for a picture of something she's had before,
Yeah, and don't be afraid to. We do this a lot here in Kelowna, where, if I'm helping a lady, she's shopping for her husband, I'm going to put him on for her. If I, does he have a narrow face? Because I do. I'll put him on, I'll try him out, see what looks good. If he has a bigger head, if JB is around, hey JB, come over, put these on for us, let us see what looks good. If they're shopping for a girl, Andrea, come over, try these out, let's see what looks good. And it just gets a little bit more trusting.
Oh, hello Josh.
I do have a big head.
It looks good.
The biggest of heads. But that, on the other note though, like, girls come in and sometimes they really like bigger shades, right? So you gotta kind of know what you can show to girls for the bigger frame. I mean, my absolute favorite pair is the RB 4147s. I wear them.
She loves them.
Probably more than anything else.
Yeah.
That I own.
I don't blame you.
They look great on dudes, great on girls, like mom, dad, grandma, anybody.
It's good for everyone.
Good for everyone. So, really just know your stuff and make it genuine. Like, when you're helping someone out, you don't want to be just telling them that something looks good just because you want that sale. Obviously, you want that sale. That's why you work here. So, you know, make sure you get that trust built, and things will be super easy from there on out.
Have fun with it, guys. You know, make sure they're checking out the big mirror. You know, throw in some, maybe spice it up. You know, they're usually sticking with the squares. Throw some rounds on it.
Get some
you know,
color out there.
It's fun to try on sunglasses. We do it all the time. I know you guys are doing it at your stores. It's sweet. So don't be afraid to, you know, spice it up, roll the dice a little bit, and just keep having fun, guys.
All right, I think we're out.
Check you later.
See you later.